Here are some of my favorite tips to nail your dental interview. First things first, definitely do your homework on the office that you're interviewing for. That means going onto Google, typing it in, reading the reviews, looking at the pictures. I also like to read the bio of the dentist that will be interviewing me, so it's something that we can connect on during the interview. My second tip is to make sure you have an updated and polished resume, and to also bring a copy of your resume to your interview on resume paper. This isn't your basic printer paper. This is actually a thicker piece of paper that you go out and buy, but it does scream quality when you print out your resume and have it on that nice sheet of paper. If your resume is looking a little bit sparse because you're a new graduate, then you can always use some of Cloud Dentistry's resources to build up your resume, such as submitting an article to our blog, attending a mock interview training course, or volunteering. My third tip is probably the most obvious, but some people don't know this, to please dress professionally to your interview. You definitely want to go with something a little bit more conservative, so aim for having your shoulders covered, and if you're wearing a skirt or a dress, have it touch at your knees or below your knees. If your interview is coming up and you don't have professional clothes just yet, I would recommend heading over to a thrift store or Goodwill. They have tons of professional clothes there, or you can just wear your scrubs instead. My fourth tip is to practice some interview questions. You can find some of these on our mock interview training course. I'll link it down below. But questions like, tell me about a time when you had a difficult interaction with another coworker, or the question that nobody likes, what is your greatest weakness? And really be prepared to answer those questions gracefully and confidently. I would also be ready to discuss clinical scenarios. The dentist that's interviewing you wants to know if you guys are on the same page about treatment planning. At the end of your interview, this is really important, but you should always have 3 questions that you should be prepared to ask the dentist. If you really can't think of anything, I ask to see a tour of the office, or if they can show me their schedule, I get more of a feel for how the office is running. Lastly, I recommend sending in a follow-up thank you note. A handwritten note screams volumes and is so professional, and you can't imagine how many dentists and offices appreciate a handwritten thank you note. It really shows you care, so I wish you all the best of luck. If you want more resources for nailing your first interview, head to the link in the description. This will take you to Cloud Dentistry. You can sign up with a free account as a professional and use all the resources there to your benefit.